Hello everybody and welcome to another NASCAR 21 Ignition paint booth video. I know it's been a while since I made one, but this will be a bang coming back with, because we are doing a tutorial on how to make Ross Chastain's 2022 GoPro car. So I'm going to walk you through how to set up a car. Here's a suggestion I made from the comments that I made, the 34 All-Star car. I tried to make a full video out of it, didn't work very well. I'm going to show off another one right here. Also, you can make suggestions anytime you want. It's Mark Martin's number 5 GoDaddy car, which I thought was solid. But let's throw up the GoPro car and start making it. So it's going to be a Chevy, like it's already set to. Get the Chevy. And the base color is going to be black, because most of the car is black. And then the side skirt, also black. The spoiler looks like from here to be also black. And the roof things are also black. And so for the wheels, you're going to want to make it the darker gray, because every single next-gen car has the same colors. So you're going to want to make it that darker gray. I may change this around a bit later to make it more realistic. But I'm just going to play around with it here for a little bit, see if I can make that set up good. So you're going to want to do, for the base rim paint, you're going to do the dark gray, and then the lighter gray for the outer rim. I'm still playing around with it a bit, though. See how it looks. See if it shows up. So for the paint gloss, I may mess with this a bit throughout the time-lapse. But for now, you're going to set it at 70. Okay, our number, even though it's not going to help a bunch, because the number 1 is going to be moved over, I am going to choose number 1 so you can get out, so the number 1 goes out of the way. So it's going to be that style. And the color, you're going to make the darkest gray so far so you can actually see it. And then don't worry about the outline color and everything and the shadow, because you can just kind of get rid of it. So you're going to go to personalize. And you're going to, don't do slant, you're going to just, don't do slant for now, you may change it later. But you're going to get rid of the shadow even though you can't see it, but you can tell it's gone by looking at the numbers at the bottom. So it's gone. The outline you're going to set to 0, so you just have that gray line on the side of the car. So that should be about it, and you probably will end up coming back to this later so you can make it fit with the car better. Like, we're going to put the number 1 on the front of the car and everything. So, that'll be it. I will chime in a few times during the time lapse, but I will see you later. so I'm back already. So as you can see, I'm putting down a bunch of these to make it fade a bit. So you're just going to copy that and put it on the other side, and then copy all that, make it bigger, and put it on the top to put the fading on the top. I know it cut out a bit, my recording kind of failed a little bit, so I'm just going to have to explain that to you now. You're also going to want to put the fade on the back, and just follow the GoPro. gonna see me struggle with the hood for a little bit in the next part, because I could not figure out a way to get the fade in on both the top and the bottom. So what you're gonna want to do is flip the first one out to the bottom and bring it up, as you'll see me do here in a second. So you're gonna actually flip that around. See that one? You're gonna flip it out around, make it perfect on the hood, and you're gonna put enough. You're gonna make a lighter spot so you can put the fade on the bottom there. See how it gets brighter, basically to white, but we're not gonna add that in exactly because that would just be a little bit too much. You're just gonna want to keep putting the opacity there, and you can see the fade happening already. So you can see how that works is you're going to go into the next part where you're going to copy all this. So you're going to copy all of it, move it to the top. So you can see the big fade part, which is the black part of the hood. So you can make it so you can see it better. But you're going to make it so the black part helps fade with the bottom also, so it fits in a little bit better. So it's going to take a bit to figure this out and figure out the way it fits on the hood. You can see it there, fitting there basically perfectly, and you can see how big I made the other part, the blue part. So you're going to make that go across the entire thing. Just make all the black parts also go across the entire thing. And this should make it look like it's just on both sides without any interruptions. As you can see there. Now you're just going to copy the GoPro, put it in the hood, and that is basically it, except for doing the front bumper. So here is the final car compared to the normal car. I think it looks pretty good, but you'll have to tell me in the comments how it looks. I'm definitely going to change up the paint finish or the gloss to make it a little bit more glossy, and change the rims to a darker gray. But that's about it to change. I think it turned out really well. Maybe the GoPro could have been a little bit better instead of perfect squares. But that's what it looks like on the thing to me, so I made it like that. But otherwise, I think it's pretty spot on. So we're going to go to the track and see how it looks in a second. So I'm just going to go back and get into... We are not going to Martinsville. We are going to be going to... Let's see, what's the best place to go? We will be going to Daytona Night Race. We're going to be going to the Daytona Night Race, which is the season finale, as I'm sure Alex Aiden will tell you in a few seconds.
Welcome to the Daytona International Speedway for the regular season finale. I'm Alex Aiden, and this race will finalize our 16-car field for the NASCAR Cup.
Thank you. As we're just going to skip through the entire pre-race thing, is we're just going to try to get into the race so we can show off the car, and we're not going to try to drive backwards. We're going to actually try to get as many laps in as possible here, as I think it looks great under the lights, even though I probably should have ran it under Martinsville where it was actually ran. So we're going to be starting right next to the Motorsports game car of the 78 of BJ McLeod, as we're going to go down the inside and take the lead. We're going to get loose and save it though, as he's going to come around the outside again as we make contact with him. We're going to go down the inside, keep trying to stick our ground down the inside. It's probably the longest I've had going in this game so far. But we're going to go down the yellow line because I'm trying to look at the car here. Looks great under the lights in my opinion. A lot of GoPro though, not many other sponsors to see. As we're going to keep our lead going through turns 3 and 4, as there's no cars next to us to make contact with and spin out. As we are pulling away from the pack, as we're going to almost make contact with walls. We try to look behind us and try to see how it goes. We're going to go down the inside, keep our outside line, but going to go down the inside and try to block anybody that's coming, even though I can't see behind me. We're going to go down the inside. This is a weird experience being this far into the race because I'm used to wrecking pretty early, but as we started in the front, we are going to be going a lot faster. As the 41 goes on the outside, and we barely make contact and we go around. And we apparently have a tire down, I think it's that. Yeah, like I say a few times, as soon as you hit any other AI car in this game, you are around and hitting the wall. Making heavy contact with the wall. Also, look at that. Front end is crumpled. But this is a perfect opportunity to see what the car looks like. As we're going to restart the session so I can show you down pit road without any interruptions. So as we start in the front, it's going to be a lot easier to make it so I can show you the car better. As we're going to go to the track, we're going to pull down to the left without making any contact with anybody and giving BJ McLeod the lead of the Daytona 500. Or not the Daytona 500, but the Coca-Cola 4. Zero sugar. So we're going to go down pit road, show you what the car looks like. I think fixing the paint finish did help a bit to make it more of a matte car, because in real life the only glossy parts of it, or like even metallic, is the number 1 on the side. I think the best part of the car is actually the top number 1, because it looks so much like the real car, the real Trackhouse Racing number 1. As this, I'm also recording this voiceover after the Atlanta July race, which I thought was a great race. But even though I'm a Chase Elliott fan, I was kind of rooting for Corey LaJoie with a good story. That's about it though, because we're going to go drive into oncoming traffic here, because why not? Throw back a little bit, see what happens. So, we're going to take turns 4 and 3. Going into the back stretch, because we're going backwards. As we're going to go see if we can make contact with the cars coming, as I think I see them already. Here they come, and we're going to... Oh my god! What is happening? Our car is having a stroke, and we are flipping. What a crash. That's probably the best one I've seen in forever. So, we're going to turn this car around. That'll be the end of the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.